Hi guys, I'm Phill O'Neill from Australia, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I've got a little secret I want to share with you, but don't tell anyone, okay? It's just between you and me. Shh, shh. Promise you won't tell? Alright, so now that we've got rid of the people who don't want to know about it, my little secret is how I practice in a really dead room and feel good about it so that I'm prepared when I do get into a really nice acoustic. Do you want to know? Now, if you don't know, I have a really dead studio, and I've deliberately done that. I have acoustic treatment all over the place, and you can't actually hear me outside of this studio. That's fantastic for people like me with young kids because they can go to bed and then I can come and practice. I'm also not annoying my neighbors if they were annoyed that I'm playing my trumpet. But what I do is I have a great little setup, and you don't have to use the exact gear that I'm using, but this is just the exact gear that I'm using today. I have here a microphone. This is the Barkley Infinity microphone that I have right here. Right? I'm not affiliated with these guys. I bought this microphone and I paid the full price for it. But it's a fantastic microphone, and I compare it to mics that are worth, more than triple the price, and I love this microphone. It's relatively new to me, but I've been really enjoying the results. So my setup is I have my beautiful ribbon microphone. Now you can use any microphone. You can use a ribbon, or you can use a condenser or a dynamic microphone. Any microphone that you have is going to be useful in this case. I then plug this into my recording interface. Now, I use a mixing desk. I use the PreSonus Studio Live Series 3 mixing desk, and I've got this plugged into that. I then go into my recording software, and then I use the Fab Filter Reverb plugin, the Pro R. It is fantastic and worth every single cent that I've spent on it. And what I do is I can choose different different halls essentially to play from. So there's a cool one that I've got, which is the Sydney Opera House. It's not really called the Sydney Opera House, but the reverb is modeled on the Sydney Opera House. Now, that one is one that I've got plugged in today. Now, I'm going to print in this video what the reverb that I'm listening to is going to sound like. All right, and I'm going to put my headphones on as well. So I'm going to have the microphone into the interface through my artificial reverb coming out of my headphones. Now, if I had it going through the speakers, then it'd be weird and I'd get noises. That's another video. But coming through my headphones means I'm going to hear like I'm playing in the Sydney Opera House, right? That's really, really cool. And it helps me not work too hard because I'm in a dead acoustic, right? And because I'm going for an audition coming up, I'm going to practice my excerpts as well. So what I'm doing is behind me, you can see I have a playlist of all of the repertoire that's required for me for the upcoming audition. I've got timestamps for all of my excerpts. I'm going to hit play on an excerpt, listen to it in my headphones, and then I'm going to play where I come in like I would if I was practicing with the orchestra. But then because I've got the reverb, I don't feel like I'm in a completely dead environment, and I can feel a little bit more like I'm with the orchestra. Now, I'm not going to print to the video the orchestra. All right? I'm not going to print that because I'll get blocked for copyright reasons, but I will print what I can hear of myself. It's going to be my trumpet, my C, my B flat, and my rotary trumpet are the ones I'm using today, and the reverb that I'm hearing. So you should be able to feel like I'm in the orchestra. I'm going to take my headset off now, so I won't be talking for a little bit, but have a listen and see what you think of what it sounds like and whether it's a good idea for you to do at home. So what do you think of my little trick? Do you think it's something you're going to use at home? I've deliberately put some clips where I've gone with reverb and then I've taken the reverb out in sections as well so that you can hear the difference between the room, which is really, really dead and quite hard to work in, versus the room, what I'm hearing, and how nice it feels to play with the reverb in such a dead acoustic. If you want to get out of your dead boxy practice room and want to create vibe like I have in this video, I've got a list of all the stuff that I use and alternate bundles in different price ranges. The link is in the description. Download the PDF and start creating vibe in your practice room today. If you can't make noise at all because you're going to upset neighbors or sleeping babies or anything, I've got the perfect practice video for you coming straight up. As always, I'm Phill O'Neill from Australia and happy practicing.